crazy about me. That's fine. They should express themselves, and they have a right to. But I also get to say whatever the fuck I want about you now.
The more power hour.
I told that motherfucker I was alpha, but I didn't tell him I surrounded myself with generals. It's easy for me right now. You know what I'm saying? If people would shut up, I wouldn't have as much to say.
Hello and welcome back to the More Power Hour podcast. This is part 4, Toria and me with a holiday special. We're getting a sausage. So, we were talking, honestly we took like a 30-minute break, so I don't remember what we were talking about, but we were talking about something with
kinda
Christmas.
Yeah, you know, it's that time of the year, man. So I'm trying to think of, I mean, is there any gift that you can think of that you got as a child that, like, you still remember to this day? That you're like, this is the gift. It don't matter who gave it to you or whatever. Do you remember anything like that?
Probably my Barbie Jeep.
Go off.
I mean, it was a Barbie Jeep, and then I got a Cadillac Escalade, and I really thought I was big pimping then.
That's what it is. That's what it is. I had one of those Barbie Jeeps, actually. One of those ones from, like, with the 90s Barbie on the front, with the hair and the whole... Y'all gotta know, man. Just Google it if you don't. I don't think I have a specific gift that I remember where I'm like, this is the staple of my childhood. But I will tell you, and here's another question. Was you a Bratz or a Barbie girly, or was you both?
I was just thinking about that earlier. I was like, Nicki Minaj is a Barbie, but I would have to be a Bratz because I'm short and kind of thick.
I think, though,
Oh my
for
God.
me, like, generally speaking, dude, I liked... If it was a doll, I didn't care. I was like, sick, let's do it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
porcelain, like Barbie, Bratz, everything in between, man. I was like, cool, a toy. I don't
What
know.
about-
You got
What about Polly Pockets? Do you remember Polly Pockets?
throwback right there. Oh, yeah,
Polly
bro.
Pockets were the shit.
Did I bring some of those to school when I was in elementary school? Okay, do you remember? All right, listen, everybody, if anybody's watching this and you went to elementary school with either of us, first of all, comment, hello. But also, y'all remember when people would bring toys to school and get them confiscated? And it'd be like the following week after Christmas break? Is anybody here? Is it just me? You be playing with it in the classroom or whatever. Teacher be like, what are you doing? You gotta remember, man, there's no possible way that you didn't get something like confiscated from way back when.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No, not, yeah, sorry to you and to the fans who are interested in the podcast and look forward to the podcast every week. I've got a fucking moron who doesn't understand that I'm recording and can't fucking answer a FaceTime while I'm in a FaceTime, and then is whining and bitching about shit that really has no concern of him, and that he should just fucking stay in his lane.
But we can shift in stuff because I think, honestly, it probably would be good to talk about, like, people and just, like, safety and stuff when it comes to stuff like that. Is there anything else you want to add with that, man? Like, people getting, you know, obsessed with you, or...
I think that people see women in a position where they think that just because they're a girl or because their skin's this color, it's completely fine to disrespect them and, like, get in their face, get in their personal space, not really treat them like you would any other human being, especially, like, if you have any level of internet clout, and I fucking hate the word clout, but it is what it is. Mm-hmm. You cannot go anywhere or do anything without at least one person spoiling it for everybody. And that's really fucked up. Because here's the thing, and like, I'm going to say this, and I know when people hear this, some people are going to clap back real fucking fast. And let me tell you, clap the fuck back. I don't care.
Ooh.
Just because I am a fucking female in this line of work, like, okay, I know what... I know what I used to do, and I know who I used to be. You can throw that in my face all motherfucking day long. I do not care. Because at the end of the day, I wrap fucking circles around almost every single fucking dude in Floyd, Pike, Johnson, and Knox fucking County. Okay? I will end up being one of the greatest fucking rappers to ever come out of this fucking state. And the level of disrespect I get from all the fucking little boys clubs and bullshit that goes on is insane. Okay, oh, I don't have a dick, so I can't spit bars. Shut the fuck up. Half of y'all ain't even got big enough dicks to call them a dick. They're more like an overgrown clit. So, I mean, what the fuck?
I will say, though, that it has to be difficult to be like a woman in a predominantly like male field. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people struggle with that. Is there like anything that you could give advice wise? I think that would be helpful for like any woman or young, maybe girl or whoever that wants to go into something like what you're going into, man.
Oh yeah, and like what I love, and this is where everybody forgets, the people that I do work with at Trapalachia are, well, I mean, they are the best people I could ever work with, because not only do they respect me as an artist and a woman, they genuinely care about my safety. Like, if I say I don't want to be around somebody, or I don't feel comfortable working with this person, as long as I have valid reasons and I'm not being like a diva or anything, that is always considered the utmost importance.
Right. I think everybody should have somebody, especially all the women out there. You should have at least one person or multiple people that you can go to when you have a problem like that, because it's hard out here for a lot of people.
It is, and like, it's... I think that that's probably why everything worked out the way it did in the end for me, the way it has with where I landed instead of being at 606, which was never actually even an option. I was just being lied to by different people. And that's fine. That's fine. I don't want to work with them. I don't want to make music with them. I've seen their live videos. It's not competition. So it's not... I haven't lost anything by working with better people. All I've done is gain wisdom and growth as an artist and a human being, which at the end of the day, that should be what you're making music for. You shouldn't be making music so you can be fucking famous and hang out with Machine Gun Lamo. That to me isn't fucking, that's not something to be proud of. I make music because I fucking love rap music. It's the only fucking music that really just gets me fucking going. I do it because I love the fucking... Exactly, it speaks to me. I love the fucking culture. I love the people that make it. Not all the people, but a lot of the people that make it. There's some fake motherfuckers out there who think they can fucking rap. They can't fucking rap. They got ghostwriters. They can't write. They can't produce. They can't do anything. And there's so much fucking auto-tune on their music, you might as well be listening to Alvin and the fucking Chipmunks. But that's how it is in any local scene. Everybody knows
for
that.
Me, it's like, I don't know everybody. I don't know the full, like, I'm good with rap, think it's cool, think we're Gucci on that, but, like, I'm just, like, I just vibe. I just, I don't think people should be disrespecting people, though. Like, I don't think it just because somebody's a female, that's not a welcome for you to do what you want to them.
Or treat them like shit because they're a girl.
Absolutely.
Because I can kick most guys' asses.
Well, that may be true. But also, y'all forget that y'all come from a woman. That's who gave birth to you.
Tupac said it!
Whoever, and and he respected his mama. Okay, you know. I mean, I'm sure they probably like, you know, disagree like kids and parents do sometimes, but it's like you come from a woman. Now, how in the world can you sit there and be disgusting to another woman? Okay, like I never fathomed that. Just in general and just in life, like why that people and literally everybody, like even other women, sometimes will be rude to another. No, man, you gotta lift people up.
Oh yeah, and like I don't know how it. And I'm going to sound like such a fucking cunt for saying this, but I'm just going to say, you know what? Some of us are mentally ill. Okay? Myself included. Some of us have some fucking issues and need to go to some more therapy. Myself included. It's just, goddamn, people, you got to understand that, okay, even if you ran into like fucking Nicki Minaj, you can't just walk up to her and like, say and do whatever you want.
Right. No, I mean, that's, to me, it's just like, that's still a person. Even if I don't like, that's just me personally, even if I don't like somebody, if I don't like you, first of all, I'm just not going to pay no mind. I'm just not going to be involved with you, and I'm not going to worry about it.
Right.
But it's like, why waste your time and your energy and whatever? But some people think that just because somebody is in the public eye, that you can just treat them like they're property, and that's a person.
Like you should. It would never bother me if somebody was like, "Oh, you know, I want a picture or this or that," or they're just talking to me like a normal person. Yeah. It's when they get close or touch you without any like consent whatsoever, just like reach out and touch you. I hate that.
Yeah, I like when. Because I cosplay, I don't really go to cons and stuff, but that's a big thing too. There is like, women will dress in costumes, and sometimes, you know, the costume could be like a bathing suit or a bikini if it's really hot or something. And a lot of people think it's just the okay, go just touch them. It's not. You can't do it. It's not cool. Don't just be touching people.
For real, like, you should never touch anybody without, like, being like, hey, can I give you a hug, man? I mean, unless it's, like, your spouse or significant other, which, okay, well, I'm not saying, don't me to me, okay? I'm not saying you can rape your spouse. I'm saying, you know, you can hug your spouse without being like, may I hug you? Or at least you should be able to.
I always teach kids, or I don't care who kids they are. I'm like, you can tell me no. If I go up to you and I say, can I have a hug? Which I'll do a lot. I'll be like, can I have a hug? And if this child's like, no, then I'm just like, all right, cool. All right, no problem. Just don't worry about it no more. You got to teach kids, like, it's okay to do that. I think that a lot of people need to go back and need to learn that. Like, people ain't your property. That's for sure.
That is exactly right, and that seems like a good place to end the holiday episode. Except I have one question for you and the audience going out. Why do we make Santa Claus lingerie for women?
I ain't gonna lie, some of that stuff is cute looking. Like,
yeah, but why is it Santa Claus and not Mrs. Claus? Because it's never like her dress. It's always like the Santa suit.
And I'm kind of always wondering that, too. I'm like, okay, so you see, and you know what's crazy about it? It's like, you'll see the Santa, you'll see the elf, you might even see a reindeer. Something based on a reindeer. But you never see, like, a Mrs. Claus. I'm like, Mrs. Claus, she beautiful. Like, I don't know. That's a good question. Everybody comment.
Everybody comment below what you think about women, why women have so many men-based lingerie options. Are men trying to tell us something? We'll find out next week on the More Power Hour podcast. Not y'all.